Hello and welcome. From today, we are going to start one of the most important, interesting and easy to understand topic, Docker networking. Docker networking is one of my favorite topic as well. So let's start. As always, we are going to start with the theory first, then we will go for the practical of Docker networking as well. So here it is introduction. Docker networking allows container to communicate with each other and with the external world. So here I have one picture, and if you look at this particular picture, I have two Docker hosts. Inside this two Docker hosts, I have different containers. C1, C2, C3, these three containers are running inside my Docker host 1, and C4, C5, C6 is actually running inside another Docker host known as Docker host 2. Now, here we want to enable communication between containers within same Docker host. Let's say that I want to enable communication between C1, C2, C3. C1 can access C2 and C3, and C3 can access C2 and C1, vice versa. Now in this case, Docker networking comes into the picture. So the first use case of Docker networking is to allow communication between all the containers within same Docker host. The another use case of Docker networking is to allow communication between containers running in the different hosts. Let's say that I want to allow communication between C1 and C4. C1 is running inside another container, a Docker host, and C4 container is running into the another host as well. Now I want to enable communication between C1 and C4. It is also possible even though they are running in the different Docker hosts. Yes, it is possible through the Docker networking. Same way, if I have web server running inside C1 and I want that anybody over the internet can access this particular container. Okay, so this is internet. I want to access this C1 container over the internet, means I want to access C1 container from the external world. Yes, it is also possible using Docker networking. So these three functionalities is a main use case of Docker networking. Now, how we can enable this type of communication? So, it provides necessary interface for this communication through the various drivers and modes. If you look at this mind map, we have all these 7 points. Why? Because inside Docker networking, we have to understand various modes and drivers, because for different type of communication, they have different modes and drivers. Definitely, we will go through each and every types of modes and drivers, but right now in this video, I want to make my setup ready for upcoming practical. When we are talking about networking concept of Docker or any networking concept, we want to verify connectivity. We want to verify IP address as well. Now, to verify all this, we have to use various tools like ifconfig command, ping command. We have one problem over here when we are using Ubuntu image. In this particular image, we don't have ping command already installed. We don't have ipconfig command. So, when we will create container for connectivity verification, we have to add all these tools each and every time. Now if you don't want to do this, what we can do, we can install all this tool and create Docker image. And then we will use this image throughout our all the practicals of Docker networking. So let's create one Docker image first, and then we will use this image for all these 7 Docker networking labs. Okay. So right now I am inside my Docker host. It is the same host that we have used last time. Okay, so I have this EC2 instance in AWS environment. So I just access this using SSH. Right now, if I'm going to my Docker host and if I'm giving command Docker images, I have 2 to 3 images, and this is a my web server image that we have created during the last class as well. So it is the same Docker host. Here, I'm going to create new image for my networking practical. So let's give one command ls and look at this. Here I have Dockerfile. This is a Dockerfile from which we have created this my server image, right? So I don't want to disturb this. I'm going to create new Dockerfile, but for this, I'm going to create new folder like mkdir.net.
Sorry guys, sorry to disturb you. I know you all are enjoying the session and suddenly it stopped. But if you want full video or if you want full Docker course having 130 plus videos including projects, you can become our community member. Enrollment link is in description. Moreover, we also provide 24/7 support, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, updates and completion certification as well. Still you have any queries regarding it, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.